Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good mythical morning. I'm just kidding. I wish.
So hello everybody. Welcome to Needles at the Ready. I am Kevin. This is Ray J.
You're such a jerk.
Today is Sunday, November 14th. We are coming to you from Stratford, Connecticut, where we live with our dog Tarquin, who is not settling down. Hopefully.
Nope.
Man.
He almost went into his bed.
Yeah, he almost went into his bed, so that would have been nice. This is episode 49.
Wow, yeah. We're almost over the hill. Or is 40 over the hill? 40 is
well,
over the
then
hill.
we're definitely over the hill.
Yeah.
And this is our YouTube channel where we discuss knitting and crocheting and yarn dyeing and all that fun stuff and anything else that we want. We just gab.
Totally.
So, welcome. If you are a new viewer, thanks for checking us out.
Yeah, totally. We've gotten a few new subscribers, so welcome to the family.
Hit the like, subscribe, thumbs down, thumbs up, a bell apparently, whatever you want to do. And let's get started.
Let's do it.
All right,
wonderful.
let's talk about our 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's been busy, right?
It has been busy, yes.
So,
Totally. So I was off for about a week and a half. And in that time, we had the vent ceiling fan in our bathroom replaced.
Finally. Like 6 months later.
Yep. I think we talked about it actually on the podcast.
We did. Because it was the same time. Like, remember 3 things went? The dryer?
Yeah.
Or the washer? The dryer.
The dryer.
We had the dryer repaired.
Yeah.
Something happened. Something else happened. And then the vent was like that third thing.
Right.
So we finally got that fixed.
Yeah, because we thought that it would be something that we can do ourselves. But no. It seemed a little bit complicated. There was like wiring that needed to be done. And
we would have had to go in our
cutting
attic.
into
We've never
the ceiling.
been in there.
No.
Nope.
So luckily a friend of ours is an electrician, and we were able to coordinate some time for him to come over and fix that. So he fixed that, which is nice. And it's got a light on it now.
Yeah, it's super quiet. It works great. But then what happened like a day or two later?
So yeah, then the spout for the bathtub broke. Apparently, so the diverter broke. The rubber washer in the diverter. Okay, so I learned this. So you know the spout, like that the bathtub water will come out of, and you have that little thing that pops up that you can switch it to the shower, you know. That's called a diverter, which I learned. So that I went to go take a shower.
And it broke.
And so there was water trickling down like a little drizzle from the shower and shooting out through the bathtub spout. Which is like, I imagined it as a hose, you know, and you put your thumb there.
Yes, absolutely. That's what it looked like.
So that was really fun times showering there. And then thought, okay, well, here we go again. Now we've got to call a plumber. But I asked Dr. YouTube. No, it's usually Dr. Google.
It's Dr. Google.
Yeah, I perused the YouTube verse and found that it's like a 5-minute fix. So we went to Home Depot yesterday and replaced it. It was literally 5 minutes.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. And so the diverter works fine now. We've got good water pressure. Everything is great in our bathroom, except it needs to be painted.
Again.
Now that we have the extra light in there, it's like, oh.
We'll paint it soon.
Yeah. I want to change colors.
Okay. What else have we done over 2 weeks? So you were off. You did a lot of knitting.
I did a lot of knitting, which was really nice. I did some schoolwork too, but I guess not as much as I thought. You broke that news to me earlier this morning.
Yeah.
I thought I spent a lot of time doing schoolwork.
No, you took a staycation. You stayed.
I sure did. I took a couchcation.
You did.
Yeah.
Which is good sometimes.
Yeah, it was
we
nice.
all need it. Mm-hmm. What else? Oh, we went to last weekend. We went and saw our niece. And
that was really nice.
It was nice. We just for dinner, hang out for a couple hours.
Yep.
So that was a really good time. We were there with your mother, the 3 dogs, our sister-in-law,
that was a little
our
bit
niece,
of a nightmare
and her mother.
In the beginning.
The 3 dogs. Yeah, 3 dogs.
You got very.
I don't like. It's not that I don't like taking Tarquin.
You just don't like the chaos.
I don't like the chaos, and I don't have the ability to tune it all out. You can tune that out.
Well, because they're dogs and they play and they run and they bark. Yes, of course. That's how
they annoy me. I mean, plain and simple, they just kind of annoy me. The barking annoys me.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just not joyful for me. It doesn't bring me joy.
All right. No, it's okay. As long as you're honest with yourself.
I am honest with myself.
Yeah, no, I know you are.
But it was a nice time.
Yeah, we ordered some pizza, hung out. Yep.
And then what else did we do? Work. Like, it's been a typical, lively 2 weeks.
It's lively.
Lively.
Work, we
school.
hit up Knit New Haven.
Oh, we did. We went to
really
New Haven last weekend. They had a 12-year anniversary sale.
Happy anniversary.
And that always reminds me, that's really 2 years ago, for that same sale, is kind of when you were just becoming a knitter, because that's when you made your first kind of yarn purchases.
Yeah, for a pattern. I bought Brooklyn Tweed Arbor. It might have been Arbor. And I knit the waffles. What's it called?
Violet waffles.
Violet waffles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Arbor.
That was a great pattern, by the way.
Yeah, it was definitely Brooklyn Tweed Arbor.
I think that was a free pattern.
I believe it is. I think
we should keep a little notebook to it, because I would say we would add it to our show notes if anybody was interested in knitting it, because it was a really fun pattern.
Yeah, we could. We actually just looked at that hat the other day when we went through your 17 hats that you have knit in our. We have a little basket in our entryway. We have like an old. I would say it's what is it, like an old TV console type of thing, that we've converted to just like the entryway table. So in it, there's a basket with all of our hats in. The few fingerless gloves that we have, so we're able just to grab something out when we leave. And we took it out to kind of organize it and counted the hats, and you have 17-ish. And how many of those were sockhead slouches? Like 5 or 6? Remember?
I think there were 6.
Yeah.
Well, it's my favorite pattern.
It is your favorite pattern, but we were looking at it and we saw the violet waffles, and that was the first pattern hat that you knit.
Yep.
You got the yarn at New Haven 2 years ago, so it was nice to be able to go. We weren't able to go initially. It was
last weekend.
It was initially the weekend before that, and it was a podcast weekend.
No, we went last weekend. It was the weekend before that.
Right. It was the weekend before, and they extended
the weekend
it
that we
one
podcasted.
Week. Right.
Yeah.
They extended another week, and they did something really fun this time. I believe in years past, they typically do 20% off, a flat 20% off anything you purchase, excluding a couple things and sale items. This year, they had a bowl with, not the Easter eggs, but the same concept. They were just round circles, and they put percentage amounts in there. So you were able to get anywhere from 15 to 40% off your entire purchase, but you didn't find out until you went up and checked
with your
out.
Purchases.
So, so it was really nice. We always love going there.
Yeah.
Just got a few things that we
we did pretty well.
Yeah, we didn't go crazy. We just like stuff that we wanted, but I'm not going to say needed, but with intention. We shopped with intention.
Absolutely.
So that was nice. And then we went to Haven Hot Chicken, got our favorite chicken sandwiches and French fries for our cheat day, which was lovely.
It was lovely.
It was very good.
Yep. We also played Halloween bingo with the Fiber Hustle fellas, and that was a lot of fun.
It was.
We dressed up. The pictures are on Instagram. I was a crazy scientist, Albert Einstein looking character, and Kevin was Yarn Stash.
I was Yarn Stash,
which I thought was really cute.
And maybe I don't have pictures of
I do. It's on Instagram.
You took the pictures.
I did, if anybody is interested, but I'll see if I can pull up a picture to show now, just in case.
And the reason I did Yarn Stash is we forgot that Tarquin had a grooming appointment the same day, and it was a couple hours before bingo, so we weren't sure time frame wise what it was going to look like when he would be done. So I needed something that I could get out of really quickly. So I cut an old I cut the bottom of that off because it's just cardboard, and stuffed it with, I came up here and grabbed a bunch of yarn from our stash.
Yep.
It stuffed it around my head. It was quite heavy and very warm. So
well, yeah, you were very
I was packed in there, man.
You sure were. So that was really clever, I thought.
Yeah, so that's what we did.
That was fun.
It was a good time.
We did not win.
No, we didn't.
This time, but it's always just fun to play.
It is.
They really go all out.
They do.
They do such a great job.
Everybody's costumes were good. We had a Princess Leia. No, we had a Star Wars character. I don't know if she was Princess Leia.
I think so.
Then we had Cruella.
Carrie was fantastic. So Carrie from Creative Obsession, who just has a podcast out.
Yep. So go check out her recent episode.
Yeah, her recent episode. It was actually really good. It's always really good.
But yeah.
And she was Cruella DeVille, and We had no idea it was her. She stayed in character like the entire time. And you're looking at it was on Zoom, so you're looking at like the boxes and who these people are and whatever, and we're like, wow, God, look at Cruella. She's really good. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we heard Carrie's voice or her laugh, and we're like,
Carrie?
oh my God, that's Carrie. She did. It was good.
It was so
Everybody
fun.
did a great job. Our friend Lucy won.
She won
the costume contest.
She won last year too.
Her child does an amazing job with makeup and all of that. So it was really, really fun. I'm sure the fellows over at Fiber Hustle, next time they podcast, will probably have some highlights or something, because they usually do. But you can check out their Instagram.
Yeah. It was a good time. It's always a good time.
Always a good time. Really, really fun.
It's so like, you forget that they started it during COVID. Like, that was one of the reasons they started it. Mm-hmm. And they've just continued it. So they do a great job.
And it's very popular. There's like always a waiting list and stuff. So.
What
else did we do?
I think that's kind of been
we
it,
had
right?
a wonderful lunch yesterday.
Oh my gosh, how could I forget?
I don't know. Because it probably wasn't real to you, because we actually met Laura.
I know.
Yeah. So
I was thinking,
hashtag Laura is real, which is so cute. So
it was like the M&M's commercial, where it's like,
he
does
real.
exist.
Right.
They do exist.
Right. Uh-huh. So we got to hang out.
Hung out? We got to hung out.
We got to hung out with Knitting Posse yesterday.
With Kim, Kate, and Laura.
Yep. And we always joked that Laura was the missing member that we never got a chance to meet, and we met her yesterday, and she is lovely. We had such a good time.
Yeah. It's like being old friends with them.
Yeah, and I said, like, I couldn't believe that the meal was over. All of a sudden, the check came over. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, it went by really fast.
Yeah.
The meal was lovely. My food was so good.
Yeah, it was good. We went to the Grey Goose in Southport.
Yes. My drink, though.
The drinks were a little strong.
They were.
It was like straight bourbon with like an orange peel, which was bizarre.
I was not like intoxicated, but it was having that one drink just did me in for the rest of the day. 4:00, I was knitting.
You were
on the
ready
couch,
for a nap,
and I was closing my eyes.
Yeah,
and knew that I had to like think about dinner and stuff. So, but I could have fallen asleep yesterday.
I know.
After that.
I did get a workout in after that. I don't know how I did that. But...
Well, I did beforehand, so I was very
you were
lucky.
good. So that was fun. So I think that's pretty much been our
really
2 weeks. I did. Well, we'll kind of get into some admin-y stuff real quick.
Admin.
Over that period, the week and a half that I was off, we put together our Discord server.
We did.
So that is now officially up, and the link to that can be found down below in our show notes. So for people who are not familiar with Discord, it's just kind of like a chat function. There's different threads that you can chat into. I tried to create threads, for specific things, and you can talk about knitting, you can talk about sewing or crochet, other crafts. There's a little help thread. So hoping that we can kind of develop it and just create like another spot for this community to get together and chat and share experiences and stories and pictures and all that fun stuff.
And one of the main reasons too that we wanted to do that is I personally find it very hard to chat in Ravelry. Same. I don't like the way that their threads are set up.
Right.
It's just not intuitive.
Right.
And especially to go back and read replies, it just
that's
is
the
not
hardest
done
part.
very well.
Yeah.
So we thought that this would be a really good alternative to that, where maybe we're able to be a little more active. So the way that we've set this up as well too is that we have individual usernames on there, just like we would on Ravelry. So instead of being like @needles@the_ready, you could reach out to either one of us individually. And
be our friends.
Yeah, be our friends. And then something that we did too, we won't stop talking about them on here, but we thought it would be really nice for any makers. We put a coupon code section there where you can go in and you can share your coupon codes, even if it's just for...
I actually locked that thread, so only we can post on that.
Oh. I thought we may just...
But we do have a shop one.
Oh, okay.
So if you have... You'll see if you're interested. We don't want to take too much time with it,
right.
But... if you're interested in it, there's a shop thread where you can give a shop shout out, or if you have coupon codes and stuff, you can definitely share your links and coupon codes there, which would be awesome. Yeah,
we just thought it would be another fun way for if you don't want it like on the podcast,
right?
It's another just alternative to get that your shop out there. So that's there. The link for the invite is going to be in the description below. Just hit the little chevron. And
You try to work in that word every
now
podcast.
that I know that it's a word, or that's what it's actually called,
Right.
I'm going to call it by its name.
Good.
Call Me By Your
Call
Name.
Me By Your Name.
I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
I know, it's really good. I was going to watch it the other day, and I have the yarn up there that I want to knit with too, but I just don't have time to knit everything.
Yeah.
Okay, back to
It was
admin.
kind of disturbing, though, too, in a way.
Well, there's a couple scenes that are disturbing, but
totally.
it's so good. Okay, so back to admin. So there's that. The link's going to be down below. And then the last admin-y thing that we have is our knit-along.
Our Accessorize knit-along.
Oh, that's a little sassy
Right?
today.
It's a little sassy, yeah.
Wow, look at you.
That will be coming to an end on November 31st, 30th. 30 days has September, April, June, and November.
Okay.
So 30, there is no November 31st.
November 30th.
November.
So this is just...
This might be our last podcasts before
no,
that.
we should have one more.
You sure?
Yeah, Thanksgiving weekend. So the 27th would be our next one.
Okay. So we'll have one more podcast, and we'll show all the prizes that day. How about we do that?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because and you'll see today we had another donation for
a
prize, which is fantastic, and we've gotten quite a few donations. So thank you all
Yeah.
who have donated for this knit along and for our future knit alongs. It's so awesome. So we'll put together some really nice bundles. We're going to be pulling from our Instagram thread.
Yeah, 3 prizes.
The Ravelry Chatter thread and the Ravelry FO thread.
So check that out if you're interested. You still have about almost 2.5 weeks.
There's
to get
some
those done.
awesome.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
you guys
there's
have
a
been
lot.
knocking stuff
You
out.
totally have.
So I
We
think
did this last time. I wonder if I could. Maybe I'll just check on Instagram real quick, and we'll see what we got going on over there.
So what else? I think that's it, right, for admin stuff. But now we're just gonna sit and wait for Ray
Sit patiently.
to check out. So it's the hashtag on Instagram is NATR Fall 2021.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's okay.
2.
So there's 2 apparently, and one has greater than 100 posts and one has fewer than 100 posts.
So what is it?
Use both. We'll pull prizes from both. It's fine.
So it's
we have enough
NATR
prizes.
Fall 21.
So we have hashtag NATR Fall 21, and then there's another one hashtag NATR Fall 2021. Do what you want.
Do you, boo?
Do you, boo? It's totally fine. But
What do we have in our show notes? I wonder.
oh my gosh, look what just popped up. This is the Opus shawl, which that is what I'm wearing as well. How funny. This is from Daddy's Knit 2, which is a really cute name.
And I'm sorry, it's NATR Fall 21. That's what we have in our show notes.
Oh, so, well, other people have been posting in fall 2021, so.
Whatevs.
Whatevs. But, hey, look, who's that?
Oh, look at that little face.
Who dat?
Oh, she actually talked about that bucket hat and how she really enjoyed it in the Knitting Posse's most recent episode.
Yeah. All right, so lots of fun things, mittens, socks, shawls, whatever you can
Hats.
consider an accessory.
It was anything that fell under the accessory category in Ravelry is what we're taking. So,
Totally. So speaking of the Opus shawl, I have been wearing the crap out of my Opus shawl. This is the Opus by Maxim Sear.
Oh, please don't take it. Oh,
Why?
that's okay.
It's okay. I can put it back
I
on
know.
easily. It's fine.
No, you cannot.
I totally can.
You cannot put a shawl
Excuse
on
me.
easily.
So I showed this when it was finished. I finished this a few months ago. It's it is so squishy and delicious. It's delicious, delectable. It's lovely.
I can't.
You can.
No.
So this is knit out of Woolcott Yarns Opus base. It is oh shoot, I can't. Baby alpaca and
70% baby alpaca,
30%.
something, and 100% awesome.
Yeah. So I did pull the leftovers. I have some leftovers from the shawl. My plan is to make some mittens out of it. Because I was saying to Kevin, I've been wearing this a lot to take him for walks and stuff. The dog. Not
Not
Kevin.
me. He doesn't take me for
I don't
walks.
take him for walks. And so I've been wearing this a lot, and it's so warm and soft that I thought mittens would be really, really nice to go along with that. So
With the mittens, are you thinking of doing the patterning on the front and
so
the back?
I'm gonna. Well, I didn't say that I was gonna use a specific pattern for the mittens. I'm gonna try some different things
Okay.
with the mittens.
Okay.
Yeah. To
So
make it coordinate with this guy.
Let's get into some actual knitting now that we've been chatting for 20 minutes. I have one FO and one whip. You have about 100 FOs.
I do not. I have three FOs. 3 FOs.
You're a liar.
The little guys are considered. I'm considering those whips.
Okay. No, they can't be whips.
Why?
They're done.
No, they're not. I'm waiting for pom poms.
Oh, so dramatic. All right. So let's talk
fine. I have like
1, 2, 3, 7. 7 finished objects. And how many whips?
2, 3, 2. 2. I left the third one downstairs.
What is? Oh, that one.
In my blanket.
Okay. So why don't you begin, since you're going to carry us today? I'm just going to sit here and drink my Crystal Light.
I know we're not drinking coffee right now because our plan was to record earlier today. We've already had our 3 cups of coffee each.
We have quite a bit to do today still, so
I know
the coffee will happen a little later to give us a little extra energy.
Yes. I feel like I've been talking about this for like 2 months now, but I finished my socks. These are the unique sock from Earth Yarns. Unique sock. It comes in like a box with 2 50-gram skeins that, match. I don't remember the colorway name on this because
you threw the box out.
I threw the box away, which I usually keep all of my ball bands and stuff, but whatever. My plan was to use as much of the skeins of yarn as I could, and I think I did pretty well. I have 6 grams left of each color, and I got every single stripe in there, so I wanted to have all the colors. So they're super matchy. They match every step of the way, except for the heel, which is a little bit weird. Do you see that? The heel just didn't match up, but everything else matches up perfectly. I even end with I bound off with the last bit of gray there. So they're very comfortable. I have to say that the yarn was a little bit splitty. I did these on my 9-inch circular needles. And I did them toe up this time. I did a Turkish cast on. Right? Turkish cast on?
Yes.
Okay, great. Did a Turkish cast on. And I 72 stitches. I knit 80 rows for my foot, because that's the size for me. I did a Fish Lips Kiss heel, which I'll have that link down below. It's my favorite heel. And then I just knit the leg until I got to the point where I wanted to start my ribbing. I did a 2x2 rib. Everything okay?
I'm looking for the socks, but I don't see them, and they don't have names. They just have numbers.
Yeah. So, but I pulled from the outside. However, they were caked up. I pulled from the outside because I wanted the top to have that yellow and gray.
They're really nice.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I did.
And I'm sorry, how long of a leg did you do?
I have no idea. I didn't really measure it. I just stopped here.
Okay. No, because you and I have been talking the past couple of days about the legs of our socks and adjusting the length of them, adding a little bit more. So I didn't know if you knew offhand what you did there.
No. No.
Okay.
Do you have a tape measure?
I don't. Not near me that I know of.
Here we are. Moment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 9 inches.
Okay. All right. So I'll be interested to see how you like the fit of that.
I don't mind the fit of them. I think they're fun. I think it depends on my mood. My happy spot is like 7 inches.
I think that's typically what I do, but I'm finding that
7.5 inches.
They may be a little bit too short, so I'm going to add about a half an inch to an inch going forward.
So yeah, for a size 12 foot, that is mine. So these are great, just so that you all know, at 72 stitches, to be able to get a 9-inch leg.
Yeah.
And the foot and everything. That's pretty good, and to still have 6 grams left over.
And you didn't have to use a contrasting heel.
Nope, I didn't use a contrasting heel toe or cuff or any of that stuff. I did. I bound off I bound off in pattern, 2x2 rib. I just did a regular bind off there. And I have to say that the second sock here, where's my second sock? This is the second sock that I did. It's so much stretchier. I don't know if you can really see that. It's so much stretchier than the first one that I did, because I think I was binding off incorrectly with the purling, like when I was, to bind off purl-wise. So I corrected that in the second sock, and it made a huge difference.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. They fit me very, very well. The yarn feels great. I haven't washed them or anything. I'm very curious to see if the yarn is going to soften up. It's already pretty soft. It makes a really nice fabric. Just, it was splitty.
Good job.
Thanks.
All right, keep going.
Okay. The next one was also a work in progress when we podcasted last. This is the Musselburgh hat.
So we've said it wrong last time.
We'll say it wrong every time.
We're going to say it wrong all the time. Who knows what the real name is? Call it whatever.
Call it what you will.
Call it what you will. But we had watched, we said this last
Call
time.
me by your name.
We had watched, I think it was Jonathan's Day, and he said it's not Musselburgh, but it was Musselburgh.
Musselburgh sits in the
So
old
it's
gum
not.
tree.
So then we were saying Musselburgh, and then somebody commented and said it's not muscle like burrow, it's muscle like burr, like burr. It's cold in here. There must be some toros in the atmosphere. Oh, ice, ice, ice. Such a good movie.
Such a good movie.
So I believe it's actually Musselburgh.
So it's Musselburgh. So,
That's what we're
but it
gonna
depends
call it.
on your accent and where you're from and
Right.
how you say things. It's totally fine.
Say it however you want.
This is my Musselburgh hat, and it's made out of Sweet Georgia Tough Love sock. In the Fauna colorway. Now this is 115 grams, I believe. Yeah, it's 115 grams skein, 425 yards. So I used all but 12 grams of this. So and this is the size large. I got gauged. I think it was 7. I got 7 stitches per inch. Isn't that fun? Look how fun!
Yeah.
Like
It's
you
a
get,
nice
these
colorway. It reminds me of something, and I don't know.
Yeah. So you can wear. Now I like a slouchier hat, which this fits me great.
Yeah, it looks like
I
it fits
think,
you well.
Right. It's a little bit on the looser side, I have to say. I'm curious to try an adult medium, but it fits me nice. And you can also, if you don't like it slouchy, you can just fold up the brim. And so because it's a 2-layer hat, and I'll show you in a sec, you basically now have 4 layers of yarn over your ears. Or fabric over your ears, which is super warm.
So the interesting thing to me, though, seeing this on you, it's actually shorter than I would have thought.
Yeah, if you wanted to fold up the brim.
Yeah, I would have expected a longer brim if you were trying to fold it.
Right. So here's the concept, right? So it's a tube. I'm sure most of you have seen this. This is by Isolde Teague. And we'll have that link down below as well. It is a paid-for pattern. But it's interesting because you can really use any weight of yarn, and it's really based on your gauge and the size that you want to make. So this was it. And it's an interesting story, like where it came from. I did not block this yet. I think I might just give it a soak and lay it flat because it is superwash. Thanks.
There's the pattern.
But yeah, it's a tube. Not much else to say, but I do love the colorway. Isn't that nice?
So it says that it was inspired by a World War II pattern for a fatigue cap, which can be worn as a scarf.
Yeah.
And has many other uses.
This one's not long enough for a
Right,
scarf.
it's not long enough. But I mean, you could. I think to do it as a scarf, like having a sock machine would be way easier
totally.
to do that.
Yeah. I used a US 3.25 millimeter needle. And this is my fabric that I gave. It's nice and drapey. nice and warm. I will definitely make more of these, I think. We're actually going to, we'll talk about it in a little while. So you just kind of fold it in on itself, and you've got yourself a double layer hat. Easy. Simple.
Yeah.
Miles and miles and miles and miles of knitting, but
it's that type of, if you're a hat knitter, it's
knitting.
A comfort knit.
Yeah.
You know?
Which I am. So that's that. So this is what I have left. 12 grams. Right?
Good job.
Yep. That's number 2. Am I leaving anything out on that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
All right, keep going.
I don't think this will replace my sock head slouch, but it's about 3 times warmer. You would love this.
Yeah, my sock head, I find the sock head slouch comfortable.
Yeah.
Mine's very loose now. I'm actually going to give mine a wash today and see if it gets its shape back. No, just see if, just washing it, if the fabric will kind of go back.
Okay.
To what I like. I may have to knit another one and just go down a needle size or change my stitch count on it. Because it is quite loose on me.
Okay.
All right, and go with your 4.
So these, I'm not considering these FOs, but Kevin is. So I'll show you.
They're done.
They're part of a larger project, I think. I don't know what prompted me, but I was trying to think about getting into like the ornament. We knit some Christmas ornaments last year, the balls. I said baubles because Martin from
yes,
Welsh Tenor, who has a great podcast. He's the Welsh Tenor. It's
Knitting 365
podcast, which is really cool. He did like a recap of his last month or two, and he had a plan to knit 2 balls, the Arna and Carlos were Christmas balls ornaments for like each month, so that he would have 24 by the end of the year, which was a great idea. I would have loved to have that now.
That's always the intention.
So anyway, long story short, I was thinking about knitting the balls, and then I remembered that I bought this pattern 2 years ago, the Hat Vent by Jody Brown of the Grocer Girls. I thought it was so cute. She released 6 mini hats, and you can knit 2 of them together and attach them by an I-cord. I thought they would be cute as little individual ornaments. So I was like, let me just try it. So I had some leftovers from my Vertices Unite and Amanda Knits yarn. I don't remember what these are called, but I knit one little hat here with those, held double, and I thought it was cute. I thought the red and green would be nice.
Yeah, it's cute.
It looks a little bit muddled, I think, but you can see like the slip stitches kind of in a little pattern there. I didn't weave in my ends. I have some pom-poms coming. Well, they will be coming by the end of the day today.
You've already ordered them, or
no,
you are ordering?
They're in my cart.
Oh.
So I did that, and
Where are you
then
ordering from? Amazon?
Amazon, yeah, they were cheap from Amazon. Grocery Girls do have in their shop, they do have mini pom-poms.
Oh, that would fit these?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which would be really cute. They have like mini faux fox fur ones. But they looked a little bit too sophisticated for me, and I don't think I'm at that level where I want to have like really nice tie-on pom-poms. So if you're getting one of these ornaments, you'll have the cheaper version. Then I went with just the green held double. They're so cute.
Yeah.
And imagine with like a little pom-pom on top, how cute these will be. And then I remembered that we bought yarn specifically to make the Christmas balls, which are like this whole shelf. One of these whole, like...
No, none of these whole shelves are for the balls.
Half of them are.
Maybe.
Guarantee. Yep.
Yeah, that's for it.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a bunch of sport weight yarn from Knit Picks last year. Speaking of, if you need yarn, Knit Picks is having their big sale now. So it's a good time to shop Knit Picks items.
Yeah. So I was just practicing with these, and so they're all the same pattern with the exception of one. And I said, you know what?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you did the same pattern.
Yeah,
for
just because I was just practicing. So I'm not like, that's why I'm saying, like, it's not like they're FOs or anything like that. Then I said, let me let me try the yarn that we got specifically to make the ornaments, because that would be cool if we could make balls and hats using the same yarn, because that's the whole reason why we got them.
Yes.
And I didn't really want to hold yarn double because some of the patterns have like color work, and I wasn't comfortable with holding yarn double for color work and stuff. Anyway, this is the solid red, which is really cool. I think it came out really nice.
Yeah, like
so I'm happy with this. The size for the sport weight, and this is fingering held double, is
pretty similar.
I mean, this one might even be a little. I think it's drapier because I was holding just one like single, and this is lofty yarn.
I would say that's also a little bit taller.
Yeah. So this is the wool of the Andes. So that's probably why. This is in Holly Berry colorway. Sport weight. It's super cute. I think it's 100% Peruvian Highland wool. So it gives it a little bit more of a oomph, which I think the size is good. So then I went with this guy, which he's very cute too. The red and the white. Yeah. Now, I did make a boo-boo on this one. The patterns are super simple, and they're all a take on her full-size hats.
Yes.
These are supposed to be like alternating, every other row or whatever, but I screwed up. I didn't alternate here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But with a pom-pom on it,
the pom-pom's not going to hang down and...
No, but nobody's going to, who's going to know that? Except all of you.
Nobody's going to know. They're going to know.
How will they know?
Nobody's going to know.
Nobody will know. So I was just playing around. I thought they would be really cute, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to knit them all from the Hat Vent 2019. Jody also came out with a Hat Vent for this year to go with her collection.
But they're all new patterns.
They're not all new patterns.
Not any hats that... Mm-hmm. They're not smaller sizes of her full-size hats.
And so she was running a sale on 20. It was 20% off all of her hat vents, and I had the 2019 one, so I bought 2020, which are so. Look how cute.
Yeah, that'd be good, a way to get rid of your minis.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I think that's the whole point, is because you use your Advent minis and stuff to do this. But we had all this yarn, so I'm gonna go a little bit more traditional. And then this one is super cute. This is her new one. It was just released. And it's so great. I love the colors. I love the non-traditional Christmas colors that she's got on these.
Yeah. Oh, that one's really cute, the stocking cap.
Yeah, isn't that cute? And it's it's pinned to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cute. So this is going to be an ongoing project. I don't know how, I've got delusions of grandeur. But we always do. But who doesn't? They're fun, and who gives a shit?
I bought 30 skeins of cotton to make dishcloths. I made 2.
We don't talk about that, though, remember? You're the one that brought it up. So these are going to be my 2 colors for right now. I'm going to go through and knit all of the hats using these 2 colors into 2019, one of each, and then I'll start adding some different colors. This is just white, I think. Yeah. White. We have a ton. We've got blues and...
Yeah, I don't know that we have. Do we really?
I'm pretty sure we bought a ton, Kev. So that's what I've been doing. Really, really cute. Yep.
Are you done?
And then I have a really big one, like you do.
Okay.
That's what she said.
All right. So let's talk about we both have the same one. I'm wearing mine.
I am not. I'm going to take this off so I can show you.
So we finished our Stephen West Shawlography MCal.
Bum-ba-da-dum.
So I will start. I'll start just talking about the yarn first.
I'm really, really excited about your yarn. It's so nice.
So all of my yarn, I purchased at Rhinebeck. It is fiber optic, cashmere. It is their so it's 80% superwash merino wool, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. You get 420 yards, and I used colors oatmeal.
That's a great color. That'd be a nice sweater.
I used... This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Okay. I used Atlantic. I used... Oops. This one is gold.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I can see that.
This one,
I love this.
yeah,
Oh, I love
is
these.
graphite.
Yes.
And then lastly, I use Nebula. And with the exception of oatmeal, so this was color A for me. Yeah, color A. All of the other yarns I have over 40 grams left of. So I have about 200 grams left for this. So I'm going to look into using this. I think I'm going to do a striped hat.
I was thinking the same thing with mine.
Or maybe like see if I can find a color work hat. Or I might do a Pure Joy.
Yes.
And change up the colors.
Love
because
it.
Pure Joy takes 2 skeins of yarn, 200 grams, so I should have enough. So this is my finished shawlography.
I love it.
Oh, where is it?
Let me help you. Yay! Wow.
So we have, this is fun. This was section 1, little bitty piece here. Section 2, we have the wedges.
Yep.
Section 3, we have the slip stitch V's.
Yep.
Then we have the I-cord loops, also known as shrimps or snails. Then we have again...
It's not the official title.
Nope. But then we have again a slip stitch section here. Mm-hmm. You have welts, which I enjoyed the welts.
Yeah, I like the welts too.
Then you have triangles, which I don't... Depending on...
I love your
now
triangles.
you can see
you
my
can absolutely see your triangles.
The triangle is the black, not the oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
And then bobbles, which were fun to knit. The never-ending story section here.
Oh, totally.
Took forever.
Took forever.
Then, guys, my brioche. So my main color
so
for the
pretty.
brioche is my oatmeal. I love brioche.
Same.
Then the crosses. And I know a lot of people didn't like this. I just did these, though, in my Hohe shawl. Something light. Remember? I did it with the... Lolo did it. The pink yarn. Hipster light. So I was already comfortable doing these, so I actually didn't mind it too much. And this.
Oh, God. This took...
Guys, I would have much rather have done 1,000 stitch I-cord bind off than do this again.
But it's really pretty.
But I would still.
It's really pretty, though.
So...
The border.
I enjoy this shawl.
I love your colors
quite a bit.
So much.
What I love, and I didn't see it until people had mentioned it. I think after the last episode, a couple people had mentioned that it gave like a southwestern type of mesa vibe to it. I do. I think
your colors are gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm super pleased with the way that it turned out. It's not a shanklet by any means, right?
It's
not super big. It does grow a bit.
Yeah.
What I will say, one point actually that I want to talk about is with this section here. So you are carrying your yarn quite a bit. I think the most is 5 stitches. So here are my floats on the back. And
I think it looks really cool, though.
It does, but I believe in the last episode, I had said that I could tell that my tension was different between 2 of these as I was knitting it. And when I put it on, it was very...
you can feel it.
I can feel it on my back. If I were to put it on my back this way, I can feel the tightness of my floats. Mm-hmm. So if you do plan on knitting it, that's just something to kind of keep in mind. It's the only thing that I actually noticed after the fact. Yeah, you can just see that they're just a little bit tighter. But yeah, otherwise I enjoy it. This is knit on a US 4 needle. And yeah, that's about all. I'm so happy that I did it. I don't think I would have picked this
No, never.
to knit
Nope.
if I saw the pattern. But I'm happy because I learned how to do the welts, the bobbles, and the brioche. Mm-hmm. And brioche prior to this was super scary to me, and it's not a scary stitch by any means.
Matter of fact, we've got brioche in our futures.
Yeah,
quite a bit of it.
So if you are scared of brioche, I definitely recommend giving it a shot. Watch his video. Mm-hmm. It made sense to me watching it. I think the scary thing looking at a brioche pattern is the acronyms that are used are quite long.
Yeah.
So you're looking at that and you're thinking, what the hell? But you just have to know how to yarn over and like knit two together.
Right. And like a brioche knit is just knitting
a yarn over and a knit stitch together. So it's not as complicated as,
although people say increases are,
let's not, we won't talk so about straight brioche knitting without increases or decreases isn't as complicated as you would think. So if it's something that you've been holding off on doing, I would highly recommend giving it a shot. It's such a beautiful fabric, and
it's so squishy.
This yarn was great to work with.
Yeah.
It has washed up beautifully. Super soft. It's the first time I knit with cashmere.
Really?
Yeah, you have before.
Yeah,
and
I love
never
MCN.
used
It's one of my favorite bases.
As far as I recall, that's a lot. I wonder if my Pure Joys has MCN. It may. I don't know. But I love it. It's super comfy. It's not too big. It's not like a slip extravaganza.
Right.
But it's a good shawl. So,
totally.
And I knit it in 4 weeks.
You did really well. You started it the week of after Rhinebeck.
Yeah, I started. So I got the yarn at Rhinebeck, and then I knit starting that Monday.
Yeah.
So it took me the 4 weeks, but I wasn't done like when the last clue came out.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good.
All right.
With mine. So that was my thing, and it's always nice to get a big project off your needles.
Oh, absolutely. And this was a lot of knitting. Even though it's not the size of the slip extravaganza, it certainly was a ton of knitting. All right, so this one's mine. My color. Oh no!
What?
I forgot to trim an end.
Oh my gosh! It's the end of the world.
So the ends on this thing, OMG, did a lot of the weave and Steven for sure. But once you went through to clip all the ends, I think I might have taken a picture.
Guys, it's
my
ridiculous.
hand was like full.
So this section right here, these stripes. By the end of it, you have roughly 84 to 90 ends.
My whole hand. This is my hand full of the ends of the yarn.
Ridiculous.
Totally insane. All right. So this is mine. I wanted bright, vibrant, and I totally got it.
And
with this one,
you can see our mouths. We'll say what it reminds us of.
What? All right. So this is mine, and I know I showed it last time. But my favorite sections, I love the wedge. I love these two colors together.
Yeah.
I love how these are all playing together here as well. My triangles are not as prominent as yours.
I think they are little. Actually, no, I see what you're saying, but I still think that you can see them, even maybe a little bit.
But my elongated slip stitches
is way better than mine.
Are cool.
Yeah,
I like those a lot as well.
Actually, yours look much wider too. Your slip stitches.
Yeah.
And I
just love that. It depends on the colors that you choose, especially with something like this, because people are saying this is kind of like a stitch sampler, which it totally is. I think they all work together really well, but some things you can see better on Kevin's shawl, some you can see better on my shawl. But like he said, first time doing bobbles, first time doing these wedges, and the brioche.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, talk about your brioche.
So my brioche, I did pretty well with it. I had a slight boo-boo.
Right there.
Yep. I had a slight boo-boo, which I am totally fine with. The boo-boo. because it's actually, I think our lighting is off. Oh, that looks awful, actually. It does not look that bad up, like...
It actually doesn't. It looks way worse there.
Yeah, I think because the lighting is like...
It actually looks way worse on camera.
So what I did, I ended up doing duplicate stitch over my brioche, which was pretty magical. And who cares? I really don't care.
Nobody's going to see it.
No.
Literally nobody.
Not.
Guys, just close your eyes.
And I did so much. I'm so proud of myself to even like do all this. And you all know I add a little bit of myself into it. But I'm really happy. It was everything that I wanted it to be color-wise. And I think it's very bright. But it's fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun. And see, that brioche section is hidden.
Right.
Right? This is my good brioche.
Yeah. So it was really funny. We were talking about these on our Thursday night knit night 2 weeks ago. And
this is very bright, though. Look how bright. It's like
Ross had said, like you had said, clown, the clown thing.
Yeah.
And Ross said it was the... Remember in elementary school, if you remember,
Yes.
Not a tarp. What was it?
The parachutes.
The parachutes that you would
day.
like. I loved parachute day. It was, and you would have to, everybody had a handle, throw it up in the air, and then you had to like run across and change spots with the person across on the other side. Totally parachute day. It is a parachute day shawl.
Yeah.
No, but your colors are great. That section's like seriously,
I know. I think it's
white
so fun.
and the blue.
Yeah.
Section is so good
fun.
together.
Yeah.
And even your stripes, like the placement of your colors, because you did not do the recommended light to dark, right?
No, I wanted to. Yeah, it's fun though. Look how. It's fun.
It is.
It's fun.
It's meant to be a fun shawl.
Oh, this is right in the middle. I can't wear it like this. Let's see. Shh. Tuck that under my armpit. Yeah. Oh my god.
You're gonna have to pin it. Get a shawl pin.
Oh, I'm gonna have to take the whole thing out now.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. No, I'm really fine. I don't know how often I'm gonna be wearing this. To be honest with you, it's not something that I'm gonna be adding to my daily wardrobe. But it's super cool. I might hang it on the wall.
Your most wore one is probably your slip stravaganza.
Yeah, because I love those colors. Those colors are very like similar to this, my slip stravaganza. It's very neutral, with the golds, and it fits the season really well, I think, and it kind of goes with everything. So, super happy with it. I don't care about the brioche.
No, it was a great learning experience. Yeah. I actually in mind,
but I will thank everybody for commenting and giving me links and how to correct brioche and what I should do. And there's like definitely two distinct camps, and I love it. And I love that there are people that think like me, and there are people that think like Kevin, because Kevin took out. I did some good things with the shawl. You totally did. But your thought process and my thought process and the way that we knit and what we're comfortable with is totally different.
It is. So we'll talk about that. So 2 things with mine. With my brioche section.
Should I go through my colors again or no? Does everybody care? No?
I don't know.
That's okay. Go ahead.
So with my brioche section, when I got to the end, I was off by 2 stitches.
Yeah.
It didn't mess up the pattern because it's a 2-stitch repeat. So I was okay with that, and I created 2 stitches.
At the end.
I did one on each side. I did a make one left and a make one right on each end. But when I was knitting my stripes, so I knew what the mistake was. I don't know where it was. I just forgot to increase 2 stitches somewhere or whatever. But when I got to my stripes, I wasn't counting at the end of every striped section to make sure I still had the correct number of stitches. You're supposed to have 33, and somewhere along the way, I had 34. And I couldn't read my stitches well enough to know what I did. And I didn't really know how to correct it because you're decreasing on one side.
Even though Stephen West tells you
look,
how to correct it. Just sneak in a stitch. Sneak in a decrease.
And I just didn't know where I wanted to decrease it to make sure that the slant stayed the same way, blah, blah, blah. So, and I was frustrated with myself that I lost count. and I was frustrated that I couldn't read my stitches, and I like to know where the mistake was. Like, I think that's one of the things, maybe, I don't know. I just like knowing where the mistake was and trying to figure out what I did wrong so I could correct it, and I couldn't. So I just started tearing out. So I tore back 5 stripes.
For one stitch.
And found
yeah,
where it was, and I corrected it. And
you sure did. You did good.
I continued on with my knitting. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
We all have different ways. Mm-hmm. But I actually made another mistake somewhere, and I left it.
You did?
Yeah, it was back at the beginning. Yeah. I think it was... Yeah, I think it was in this section. I believe I had an extra stitch, and I just knit 2 together or whatever.
But that's the thing about, like, your knitting is your knitting. It is. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Right. Who cares?
Yeah, really.
Who cares?
Who cares?
All right. So that is all of our FOs. Let's talk about some whips. I have 1.
I have 2.
Okay. So
I have 3. I did...
Well, 1's downstairs.
1 is downstairs. It's a crochet blanket that I picked up again. I only did like 2 rows on it, so I didn't bring it up to show. But I'm going to get some more crocheting done on that. And I'll show it next time.
So, do you want to go?
I have 2. Sure.
Okay.
I started another pair of socks. These are going to be my Christmas socks. We bought this West Yorkshire Spinners. This is Candy Cane. We bought this, I think this was at...
We bought it from Yarn Barn.
We did. Yes, Yarn Barn, like 2 years ago. Last year.
Yeah, I don't think we
It wasn't this past time that we went.
During the shop hop.
No, it was prior to the shop hop. So, this is my first time knitting with West Yorkshire Spinners. And,
I like their yarn.
Yeah. It's interesting because the fibers are kind of going in all different directions. So is that like worsted spun?
No, worsted spun, the fibers are combed.
Oh,
and they're going in the same direction. No, it is worsted spun.
I don't know.
No, it's a more rustic yarn.
It's very rustic. It's 100%... No, that's totally a lie. It's 75% wool, 25% nylon. Of the wool content, 35% of it is BFL, Blueface Leicester.
Yep.
It's fun. It's very splitty for me.
Is it?
Yeah. And I think because I'm using very, very sharp needles, so that's probably why. But this is what I have so far. West Yorkshire Spinners. And this is how it's knitting up. Which is so cute. It's totally Christmas.
Yeah. It reminds me of
an
elves.
Yeah, me too. But it's Candy Cane. So on their website, it's Candy Cane. They have numbers. So it's their number, it's $9.89. Apparently you go by that middle number there. So $9.89 is the colorway. And I think the others are like lot numbers and stuff. This is a pretty older, but it's a 100-gram ball.
Yeah, I think we got it because it was on sale because it was out of season.
Yeah. It's in season now. So I did my heel. This is my Fish Lips Kiss heel.
Oh, it's cute how
the
red is there.
So this is about 7 inches. I wanted to start my heel on the green because at this point I knew I would have green, white, and then red again. And so I was hoping that it would do something like this and then come back out and do the white, green, and then you have your, your red coming back on again. But
it's fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. So that's what I have so far.
I was also thinking,
go ahead.
It reminds me of ribbon candy more than
I agree. Than a candy cane.
Than a candy cane, it would be the ribbon candy.
But you can't really. This is totally holidays. You can't
for sure
get away from that at all. So I think these would be really nice. It's interesting. It's very rustic feeling right now. So I wonder if it's going to soften up. I did a 2x2 rib. I did a pearl bump, a row of garter here. I just like how that looks. I don't know why. In my head and in person, it looks different. It kind of just like separates things a little bit more. And then just plain vanilla, just knitting on a US 1 2.25. These are Haya sharps that I'm doing it on, which is probably why it's splitting so much, because the yarn is already pretty rustic, so sometimes it sticks to itself. And so when you're going through what you think is the stitch, it may not be the full stitch, even though it feels like it. But then when you come across it again, you're like, oh shit, what happened? So that's that.
Nice.
Yep, those are my socks.
All right, I have one whip. This
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
For my heel, usually the last couple of pairs of socks that I did, I did it on the 9-inch circulars, back and forth to try to do the heel. But on this one, they're downstairs. I used the Haya flyers. Remember I got the flyers from U&U Fiber? And I was like, let me try those just as like a DPN, because I do like to do my heels on DPNs, but sometimes the DPNs could be a little bit long and in the way. The flyers worked perfectly. It was so awesome to use them. They're like it's basically a DPN with a flexible. It's like a flexi flip.
Yes.
But the needle itself is longer, so it's 9 inches total length. It worked out really, really well. So I will be doing that from now on for my socks, even I think when I do a heel flap and gusset.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I have to say.
All right. So I started this project after finishing this, which...
Living in my Le Garçon bag.
Cute bag.
Yeah.
After finishing this, I needed easy, peasy.
Mm-hmm.
So I cast on a hat. This is going to be a gift for one of our nephews. We have 2 nephews, 2 nieces, and we knit them hats for Christmas. And we pick the same pattern, and they all get that hat.
Yep.
So we were trying to come up with a hat, and we decided that this year's hat for them is going to be the Muscle Burr. So here is my version.
This is the best colorway, I think, ever. This is one of my favorites.
This is Felici self-striping. Mm-hmm. This is in the colorway Beyond the Wall, so it's a 50-gram skein.
We have a 100-gram. Where should I think of that?
We do.
Somewhere.
It's right here.
Or Felici, yeah. It's
so
beautiful.
They have, 100-gram skein.
We should have gotten more of them.
I know, because they don't have this colored in weight. This was last year's holiday or wintry colors that they came out with. I actually don't know that I'm a fan of this year's colors.
We didn't buy any this year.
No, we haven't purchased any.
No.
So what I'm doing, this is for the oldest nephew, who is going to be either like 11 or 12. So to get these hats to last more than a year, I'm doing an adult medium.
Yep, I think it's a good call.
So what I've done is I did the first half of the hat in the Beyond the Wall. I pretty much used up the entire skein. I did adult medium. I was getting 7 stitches per inch on US 4s, which is, what's the millimeters on this?
5.25 or something? No. 4.
Hold on.
It doesn't say? Oh, it says that on the cord.
It is a 3.5 millimeter.
Oh, wow.
So I'm using Addy Rockets for this. And yes, I got 7 stitches per inch. So I have a total of 128 stitches on the needles. The second part I'm doing in Knit Pick Stroll fingering in navy.
I love it together, to be honest.
So for the other nephew, we're going to use this skein. And he's younger. He's 5.
Yeah.
He'll be 5. So his hat's going to be much smaller.
Right.
But I thought my nephew could grow into this.
Absolutely.
And guys, see my pinhole cast on?
It's great.
I know a lot of people struggled with this.
It's way better than mine.
I found a tutorial on Tin Can Knits website. It's a written one. There may be a video. I didn't need to watch it.
There is a video. It's an older video.
But basically, this cast on is like doing is it magic circle in crochet?
Yeah, that's what I used for mine.
It's very similar to doing a magic circle, a crocheted magic circle. Super easy.
You're going to show me after.
Yeah, I'm going to show you today.
I'm probably going to cast one on today.
But yeah, it's just been so lovely to just knit in the round. It's been a nice break for me. And it's super quick. I started this Thursday night, maybe. And I just love the striping on this. Mm-hmm. So, and then for our nieces, we're going to use some yarn from Savvy Skeins.
It's beautiful. I'm so happy that we found that yesterday.
And then, like the other nephew, his interior is going to be a different blue. We don't have another navy.
Oh, it's downstairs.
Yeah, so it's going to be a different shade of blue for his interior, and then I think
like it's a lighter blue.
Yeah, for the girls we were doing a light gray, right? Do we have 2 skeins of the heather?
Yep, we have 2 skeins of the light heather gray, and then the other skein is like a pink and purple, right?
No, pink and black. It's the
flamingo.
The flamingo colorway.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun.
Savvy Skeins.
Yep.
So I've just been enjoying just knitting in the round.
Yeah. Especially after the Stephen West thing.
I will say, though, I much prefer their Felici in the way that it's spun compared to their Stroll. For
it's different.
Socks.
It seems different.
They are different. So this Felici is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. This is 75% fine superwash merino. So it's much softer. It's a little splitty. And it pills much quicker. I've used this in 2 other socks, and I'm not always for heels and toes, and I'm really not a huge fan on how it feels in my heels and toes. So I probably wouldn't use this for socks. Going forward. I think it's great for this. It makes a really nice soft fabric. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this for socks for some reason. But otherwise, it's cool for what it is. It's inexpensive yarn. I think right now the Felici or the Stroll's on sale for like $5.50 for 1 ball.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So that is all of my knitting content. Hi, baby.
I have one last whip. Like Kevin said, do you want to take him downstairs? Maybe he wants to go downstairs.
Sure. Oh, do you want to go down? Come on. Come on.
Like Kevin said, we needed something that was just kind of like a palette cleanser. I was looking for something that was just not necessarily mindless, but just like comfort knitting. And so I cast on the sock because I always like to have a sock to go on the round. And then I bought this. So then I just went all out, cozy, comfortable. And we had this bag from last year that I don't know if we actually had a project in it yet, but I love this bag so much. It's totally, I'm all about like the seasons right now. So how cute, all different like hot cocos. Remember these mugs? I used to have one when we were kids. So this is by Bearded Pearl. It was probably last winter. Like these Santa mugs, remember how fun? And I got this yarn with a plan for it at Rhinebeck. And this is when we met Jill Zielinski, Knitterella on Instagram. Beautiful designer. She's such an awesome person. And we did talk about this during our live Rhinebeck recap. But this is her yarn, North Bay Fiber. It's in her Heritage base, which is 100% Targhee Polypay wool. And Polypay is a breed of sheep. They've only been around since like 1960.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is beautiful yarn. It's lofty and light and soft, but like rustic at the same time.
Yeah.
It is DK. And I bought this with the intention of doing Jill's angler shawl. So we're going to have to wrap this up soon, huh?
What?
Because he's crying.
We're almost done.
All right. So I had everything pulled up, but apparently not. So this is the angler shawl. Very simple. I thought it would show off the yarn. And Jill was wearing this at Rhinebeck. So had a chance to like touch it and see how it washed up and how it wore. It is the softest thing, and it keeps the yarn keeps its like bounce even after washing it and stuff. So this is the angler. It's a triangular shawl with some garter and stockinette sections. And this is what I have so far. I just got done with the large stockinette section to begin with. And I'm on the garter sections. The first garter section. Just trying to... So this is how it's knitting up. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's gonna be so soft. Yeah. I love the color. I wanted something simple, obviously, after the color chaos that I had with the last shawl. I thought something simple and beautiful. This yarn is so fun because as you're knitting with it, there's like little specks. You probably can't really see, but there's like little specks of like plant matter and it's just so good. It's so good. This is not splitty at all. It's a 2-ply. I got through one skein already, spit felted the second skein. That's the beautiful thing about non-superwash. Fantastic. The only thing that I did is usually when I spit felt yarn, I'll rip off a ply or two of the yarn just so that there's not that massive bulk. I didn't do that here because it was only 2-ply, but I think next time I will do that, and I'll just try to fray the fiber a little bit, just because nobody else is gonna see. Oh yeah. But this I see it here, and I think after it gets washed, but you can see the felting here and how it's just like bubbles out. That's where I join the next bit of yarn. So I'll pull that.
That's typically what I do too when I spit felt.
So like you just pull it through the back a little bit, and it'll all even out. Yeah, be fine. But that's the only thing with this. This is gonna make an amazing garment. I think this will be awesome for sweaters and mittens, color work.
It's good. I'm gonna use mine for a hat.
Yeah, it's super round, non-superwash, woolen spun. It's 23 microns, which is really, really, really soft for this type of wool. 150 yards, 50 grams skeins. That's her.
Awesome.
Yeah. This project, I'm in love with this project just because of this, like, it's so simple, but it feels so cozy when you're knitting it. And I think once it's done, it's just going to be nice to, like, wrap this around myself.
All right.
That's my last whip.
Our knitting content. So
thank you all for coming.
Talk about...
And I can't get over this bag. I know
It's one of my favorite bags. I just think it's so cute. Yeah. Let's talk about... Owl Post. I think we have one. Well, we actually have another one downstairs. We got a advent calendar from Trilogy Yarns.
We did.
Fancy. But it's not Advent season. Oh, but...
So we cannot open.
So we will be sure to show that when
we'll show our
time
advents.
Comes. But speaking of advents...
Yeah?
We both have a pattern that we're really... You have it already.
Yeah, so
we want to knit. It's a new pattern. Mm-hmm. And it's a brioche pattern. So, because guys, we're brioche knitters now. So, but it uses minis. So we thought this would be a good way, if you're a brioche person, to use up some minis.
Or if you want to learn brioche, because it looks like it's just pretty much...
Yeah, it's not in the round. There's definitely going to be increases, though. Yeah. And decreases.
So this is the Brioche Adventure, like Advent, by Jonathan Tallow. Oh, Tarquin. Do you guys hear him?
He's downstairs
He's so dramatic.
Because he either wants us to go down or he wants to come up, and he hasn't decided.
Right. He doesn't know what he wants yet. But it's also
getting close. No, it's not even close to his lunch.
But he didn't get a WALK yet today.
He's not up here. We could say the word walk.
So this is definitely on our radar. If this is something that's interesting to you, because I think it's a cool concept, definitely check that out. I also bought the hat vents, like I said, and Brioche Basic Beanie. It's just a free pattern by Marilyn Blackheader. I thought that would be a really nice, simple brioche, which I got yarn for this at Knit New Haven, which I'll show you in just a moment.
Hi, little booger head.
Hi, Pumpkin. We heard you.
Yeah, come lay down. Come here. Come here. I can't stand you. All right, and then... All right, so that was our owl post, and then we got one more owl post. Hey, books.
We got... Well, this...
Oh.
This is a donation to the podcast, and this is what we were talking about earlier, is as part of our knit-along prizes. This is from Always Queenie Believe, whom we love. She sent...
that bag is so
the bag. Cute. It's called the Peekaboo ICU. She's so clever. This free elf approved see-through bag is all the fun of glitter without the mess. It's I don't know what this means, but to you people who know, then you know. So it's designer fabric with 30 gauge C clear glitter vinyl, strong yet fun as fairy dust and full of elfin magic. There's designer ribbing binding. It's a 9x4 base, 10.5-inch height, and she has a coupon code for y'all too, which we'll talk about. But this is the prize that she donated, and I just can't even.
Look at Dobby.
It is so cute. So this is Dobby. Look at his eyes. He's so awesome.
We
want to use the glitter.
This. Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
No,
I'm sure you can. But like, there's the little details on this thing. It's a box bottom.
So what I will say when we do, so we were planning on using this for prizes for this current knit along.
Yep.
But if what we'll do though, because not everybody's a Harry Potter fan and may not enjoy Dobby. So if somebody wins and they're not a Harry Potter fan, we'll have you let us know and we can substitute a different bag.
How do you not love Dobby?
People,
even if you don't know who Dobby is,
not everybody's a Harry Potter fan. And
but it's okay. But even if you don't know who Dobby is, like, how cute is this little thing? If you don't know what he is, you'd be like, "Oh my god, look at that cute little bat monkey!" Right? All right. So we have it linked down below, but our coupon code for her is 9, the number 9-inch circ, and that gets you 20% off. Which is humongous. And there's currently no end date for that coupon code. So please check her out. We'll have it all linked down below. She has an Etsy shop, Always Queenie Believe. And she's also on Instagram at Queenie Believe. So definitely follow her on Instagram as well. But thank you so much. There's her logo. So cute. There's a sticker in here as well. I didn't even notice the sticker. Oh my god, how
it's brave.
Cute.
Adorable.
Freedom.
I was just going to watch that.
Oh my god, where did you get this? Is so cute. This is not going to be part of the giveaway. Just kidding. Maybe it should be. It will be. All right, fine. It will be.
So, speaking of coupon codes, we'll go through
thank you so much.
Ones.
This was amazing. We probably shouldn't have shown it and just kept it ourselves. Shh.
All right, so coupon codes. These are all down below in the description. So we have Naughty Knitting Sacks.
But we're kind of all over the place right now, eh?
Yeah, because I did things out of order.
Okay.
I forgot. So we're going to do Naughty Knitting Sacks, which is Prickle Pants 15.
Yeah.
That's 15% off your order. Trilogy Yarns, which is NATR 15 for 15% off anything excluding her clubs. Mm-hmm. We have Knit Swag, which is Kevin and Ray for 15% off your order.
We're due to make another purchase from Knit Swag.
I know. Yeah. She has a lot of new stuff, too.
I know. That's why I'm thinking now in my head.
So Ozone Mama Yarn, which is Strat City 15. Mm-hmm. That's 15% off. Lila Styles, NATR 10 for 10% off your order. We just said Always Queenie Believe. Mm-hmm. We have Katie Did Bags, which is Kevin and Ray for 10% off. And then Doodlebug Yarn Shop, which is NATR Yarny Friends 20 for 20% off your
Huge. Order. Thank you all so much for sharing your coupon codes.
I know.
It's so awesome that we're able to share that with you all, and to hear when you use those coupon codes. It's really, really cool.
And we're going to jump into some yarn dyeing because normally I do that before we do this. section. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's going to be
part of
really
your,
quick.
Like, FOs.
So I've dyed a bit.
You did.
I was trying to be thoughtful and was like, oh, let's see if I could come up with like holiday themed colors. So some of them worked, some of them didn't. One of them is just typical red and green with some white through it. So this is everything.
I love the green though in this. It's not like a grassy green.
I'm happy with this.
I'm very happy with it. I think it's cute.
I'm not hating it.
No.
I was pleased with the way that this came out. I probably could have done it a little bit differently, but and everything I'm showing now is on 75-25. And then this one here,
I love this one.
You love it.
I love it so much, and it's not Christmassy, but I love it.
There's a picture that I saw that had like some silver and red and like blue. So I was trying to figure out a way to do those differently. And this is what I came out with. So this one I'm going to call Shark Bite though, because it's not Christmassy by any means. But this is going to be Shark Bite.
I love it.
Because now it reminds me of
Splatter
in the ocean. So this will be Shark Bite.
I think it's so good. I love it.
This one I just wanted.
Look at the. I love it.
This one.
When is Shark Week? You should release it for Shark Week.
Like it happened. I know that probably in like September or something like that.
It's cute.
And then I just wanted to do a solid. So I did a dark gray. I might actually keep. And you can see like this one has that's a light gray in there. I might keep a couple skeins of this for us because we have the shawl to do with the woolens and ash that we bought from Rhinebeck. We wanted some gray to go with it.
With all of that.
So I may keep a few of these
like
for
all
us.
They're like waiting for me.
So in another attempt to work with those same colors, like a silver, a red, and a blue, I did this, which still didn't come out the way that I wanted because you can't see, like you can see the blue speckles there. The red, it's much smaller speckles. I've actually really found out the way that I like to do speckles, the tool that I like to use. And the silver's not coming through. It's in here, but you literally can't see it. So you can see like a bit of it there. I may mess with this a little bit more.
I love the tone that you got with the white. If you didn't have the red, it would look like freshly fallen snow.
See, like here's
and
a
like
little more of the blue speckles on this side.
Yeah, it's really good.
So it's just still not what I was envisioning.
It feels clean to me.
So I have this weird thing, and I don't know why, is that I'm always afraid that I'm leaving too much white. You know?
But I think it depends on what
I'm going for.
Yeah. Like that I think could be really cool and fun and something.
And then the last one's... No, this isn't the last one. This actually is just... I have two skeins of this. It was leftover red and blue dye that I mixed together. Some powder. And I just dyed up two skeins. So this is just some leftover really pretty pink.
It's really pretty pink. It's a flamingo pink.
It's really nice. Yeah. And then this one's probably my favorite one.
This is good.
My favorite Christmas candy is the Ghirardelli Peppermint Bark. I love I'm a big dark chocolate fan.
I'm not.
So I was like, oh, can I do a peppermint bark inspired colorway? And this is what I came up with. This is a mess. These aren't how I normally skein them. No. I just did it really quick. But this is peppermint bark.
I think like you said this morning, it's like a peppermint bark latte.
So that may be what it is.
Because it's totally peppermint bark, but it's also like latte.
So it has a very large section like down here of the brown. And then the rest of it is just speckled with the red. Mm-hmm. So it would do like a micro striping with this color. And then the rest of this. So this one I really, really like.
I like it too a lot.
Okay.
How many of those did you make? 4?
No, I have 8 of these right now. I'm going to do more of these though.
Oh, maybe
I might do more on DK.
Okay.
We'll see. All right. So that was the segue into now breaking the bank, stocking a pantry, spending our money. And I did
We did very well.
We did. So I had one club come in, which I'm slowly canceling.
We had two clubs come in.
Oh, we did. 2 clubs. I'm slowly canceling my clubs just because we have so many single skeins of yarn.
Yes.
Especially fingering weight. So we've already discussed, like, between us that next year we're going to start knitting with intention and buying.
Because it's been really nice.
With a purpose.
Yeah.
Buying with a purpose.
Lately, I've been knitting from our stash.
Right.
Which has been really nice. So that whole shawl, Stephen West shawl, was with stash yarn. I didn't have to buy any yarns for that.
So
it's getting a little chilly.
It is. Our heat, because we're up here, the nest is not. So my first one is my Savvy Skeins, Beautiful Birds. Here's the painting.
Yes.
And then here's the scamp.
Beautiful. My dad's favorite bird is
does such a good job.
African gray.
This is just called Parrot. So this is on her Sensible Stock, which is 80/20. And
She does such a good job with this.
Like, seriously, guys.
Such a good job.
So if you guys haven't tried Savvy Skeins, she's definitely one of our favorite dyers.
Absolutely.
You should check her out. I believe she's in Texas. Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
She sends us those beaver nuggets, which are delicious.
They are. So yeah, definitely check out Savvy Skeins. Love her yarn. And this is such a beautiful colorway. Mm-hmm. So that was mine. And then we both got this one. Another
This is the second installment of the Mysterious Forest Club by the gents over at Les Garçons.
Which, congratulations to Max and Vincent.
Yes, congratulations. They got engaged. I squealed like a girl, I think, when I saw the post on Instagram. Very, very awesome. Okay.
I can't.
You think we'll be invited to the wedding? I think we should. Maybe we can knit like a wedding gown.
They should make everybody who goes to their wedding wear one of their patterns.
We're all set then. We've got plenty of patterns knit with their stuff. Look at this is I'm ready. I can just go the way I am. Are you all ready for this? If you are still waiting for your month 2,
look away. In 3, 2, 1.
This is
the progress
amazing
keeper.
I know I can't. So this is on the silver sparkle base. Last month's was on the bronze sparkle base. It is the Mysterious Crow, which is here. And that's on 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% silver stellina. It's 437 yards. It's a 100-gram skein, and the little mini here is Vincent's Highland Coup. Isn't it so good? So now
the next one's going to be the deer.
I'm so happy that we each got one of these.
I know.
Because I don't think I could share with you.
So the next one's going to be a deer. Is it going to be all right, so let's
So we have a feather.
Right. What was the other one?
I bet there'd be antlers.
A tail. No, it's going to be a deer tail. It's been
I don't know.
Yeah, it's either a tail or an antler. It's got to be antlers, right?
We had the foxtail, a feather.
Antlers. It's got to be antlers
or something.
Yeah, we're gonna.
What does a deer look like?
What does a deer look like?
No, the one that.
Oh. I don't have.
Oh, shysta.
I have it over there, maybe.
I don't know. That's okay.
The picture.
Now, when they started the club, they said that all 3 colorways will kind of coordinate together. So I'm waiting to knit with them until I see all 3 of them together, because I may use all 3 of them together in something, or I may do 3 pairs of socks.
And I'm thinking that the deer's going to have gold stellina, because we've had bronze, silver, so it'll probably be gold stellina.
Maybe. They are just...
The pins are so good.
It's rose gold.
Yeah. Really pretty.
I can't.
It's just such a good job. It's, you know what, too, and it's a nice club.
You guys are so talented.
And Nancy does this too at Trilogy Yarns, does this with her clubs, is that it's a 3-month club, which is really, really nice.
And much more affordable for people who want to try something but don't want to commit.
It's not a large commitment. Yeah. And then, okay, so my purchases came from Knit New Haven.
Silver and gold.
So now that I'm a brioche knitter, I'm going to do a brioche hat. And the thing that sold me on this one was we saw Andrea Mowry. We like to watch her on the If I Want To.
We love to watch her on the If I Want To.
And the reason I like that one is it's so informative.
Yeah.
You may know some of the information that she's giving, but she answers 5 to 6 questions from viewers. They send it in on like a form. She picks them, and then she discusses those. So in the most recent, well, not most recent, because she just had one come out this Friday. So in last Friday's episode, her husband joined her, and he was wearing the Harlow hat. The Harlow hat is a brioche hat. It is knit out of Brooklyn tweed in Brooklyn tweed loft. I was going to do it in the exact colors of the hat that he had on, but they were I couldn't find one of the colors at Knit New Haven, so I got something kind of close. Actually, it looks really similar. This is the hat, Harlow.
Oh, it's good.
So it takes 2 skeins of Brooklyn tweed loft. I am using cast iron, and so this one's cast iron, and I'm going to use sweatshirt.
And I did those. Color. Remember that? I did those together as well.
And what did you knit with these?
I can't remember.
So these are 50 grams, 275 yards of fingering weight. Woolen spun.
It's going to be nice.
And
it's going to be super warm.
I also bought some needles.
And cozy. Yeah.
I got some Addies.
So that we can jump on the muscle burr kick.
Yeah, so what I did, and I do like using fixed circulars.
Me too.
For hats.
Yep.
So I purchased
a couple of different sizes.
US. This is a US 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter. This is the US 3, 3.25 millimeter. And then I got a US 2, which is a 2.75. And then I also purchased the ones that I'm using, the US 4, 3.5 millimeter. And I need all 3 of these sizes for the Harlow hat, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
I think I do.
Oh, that's
handy. If not, I need at least 2. But
perfect.
I'm also using it for the muscle burr, and I figured if I wanted multiple hats going at the same time, which I do, then I need some extra needles, so I did that. And speaking of the needles, for the muscle burr, I didn't mention, I started it on Magic Loop.
Yeah.
And then I went down to fixed circulars once I stopped my increases.
Yep.
And that's everything from me.
All right, so I got 3 things from Knit New Haven as well. I got 2 skeins of yarn with the intention to use them together in a brioche project, which I love these. I think these are cute together. Do you not agree?
No, I do.
Oh. I got Madeline Tosh Farm Twist in Nassau Blue and Candlewick.
This blue's much more green, though. It's a green blue.
Really?
Yeah. It's more, that stuff. It actually isn't coming, to me, it doesn't look the same on camera as it does in person.
So I think this will be a fun springtime hat, right? Like color-wise.
Yeah.
This doesn't scream like winter.
No, it doesn't.
To me?
No.
But I was thinking of using these together in brioche. I may not. I may just add them to the collection because they're DK.
And they're solid, which we don't have a lot of. That's something we've been talking a lot about, too.
But do these not go well together?
No, they do. I think...
Is it too much?
No, it depends. It's going to depend on your project, what you want to do. And so, because you have to remember with brioche, right, you need your main color. So which one do you want to be your main color?
This guy.
Okay.
And then this is the background.
It actually kind of reminds me of your shawl. The brightness of the colors.
You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
It has that same...
I don't know. These are super soft. I know you knit with this before. I haven't tried these yet.
I loved it. I knit the Pierre shawl by Stephen West with it.
Oh, yeah. Super, super soft. So we'll see. Who knows? I don't know. That was my intention. But then I saw this.
Because he's really a brioche knitter.
Well, I would like to become one. And I saw this book there. It's called Brioche Knit Love. And it's 21 Skill Building Projects from Simple to Sublime by Michelle Lee Bernstein, I think.
Bernstein Bears.
What I like about this is that it literally is skill building. So you start with single color brioche. There's an introduction. It takes you from getting started with brioche, how to learn to cast on, choosing the right yarn, what each stitch means. There are beautiful pictures in here. And then it ends with like crazy patterns that are, they seem very, the pinch for tinking decreases. I don't know. There's like very advanced.
So that's fixing your mistakes.
Yeah, isn't that
See?
great? I should have.
If you bought that like a month ago.
But look at it.
What the hell is that?
Apparently, there's charts in brioche.
Nope. No, thank you.
Well, you say that now, so
Nope.
we'll use the book. It's gonna walk us through. Anyway, I think
that's
these are cute, super cute little projects that you can practice your brioche.
Oh, how funny! It's peppermint mocha.
I know, I saw that. So there's a Hello Brioche hat in there. Simple mittens.
You can never have too many books, right?
Totally.
Good reference.
And I thought this would be really, really good. So that's what I got along with the yarn. But the yarn doesn't match any of the recommended yarn weights in the book. So whatevs.
All right. So that's pretty much that.
That's the nitty gritty.
So we always finish off with what we've been reading and watching.
Yes.
Is that my phone? No.
No, but
this is my phone.
Really bad.
Well, we're almost done. Hold your horses. So reading-wise, I've finished 3 books. Now, one of those books, though, I was already like 80% in, and I put it down because I wasn't enjoying it, and I finished it, and I'm not continuing with the series because I just don't like stuff in it.
Okay.
So, one of the books, though, actually 2 of the books I read, I really enjoyed. So I finished Firefly Lane, which I was reading last time. It's a male romance. It's a freaking Hallmark movie in a book by Riley Hart, who is one of my favorite authors in that genre. And so this took place, I forget what state, down south. It was just a cute story. Like I said last time, the characters were both over the age of 40, which is nice. Mm-hmm. They still look like they'd be on the cover of Men's Fitness, according to their description.
Sure, of course.
Whatever. Mm-hmm. I'll take the... take that. And then I read, this one was new. This is by Alice Winters, and I've read her before. This book was called Ghost of Lies. So the main character can see ghosts, and he got partnered with a cop in there. They started working together, and male. So, obviously happy ending, fall in love, all that good stuff.
Happy ending comes first and then falling in love?
No, the cop is, kind of like prickly and they don't get along very well. But in the book, the way that the author wrote the main character's interactions with ghosts is really, really cool. It's a different take on it, and the ghosts are really funny. Yeah. There's one of them, like, she's hysterical. He got a lap dance from a ghost, which is really funny too. So there's really cool scenes in there, and I liked their relationship by the end. And he was like a foster kid, and his family is his foster family. So it's a nice, not your typical family that you read about. And one of his brothers is a ghost. So that was like a major part of the book as well. I know that there's other ones coming in, so I'll probably continue that series. And then the one I finished that I'm not a fan of, it's called In the Wreckage by Hailey Turner. It takes place in the future, another male, but this is supernatural romance, and it's just that the intimate scenes were too much for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need 15 pages of it. And that happened about 3 to 4 times in the book, and I just thought it was ridiculous. So if that's the way that the other books would go, it just not gonna.
Well, that's why I stopped reading
Your Court of Thorns and Roses.
Horny Roses or whatever. Jesus, it's ridiculous.
The story was cool. I liked the idea of it. It took place in the like way far away future, and there were metahumans who were made by a chemical warfare. It kills some people, or if you have something in your DNA that they don't know what it is, it gives you powers.
Huh.
So the entire tactical team was made of the metahumans. But it was just those intimate scenes that totally turned me off from the book,
Right.
so I won't continue on with the series. Right. So that's what I've been reading.
Wonderful. I am still reading
Shadow of Night.
Shadow of Night, which is book 2 in the
The All Souls trilogy by Deborah Harkness.
Yes, thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
It's, this is like my 4th time, I think, reading this.
Way more.
It's good. It gets better and better, and I know I've talked about this, but it gets better and better every time I read it. It's just such great comfort reading for me. I think
you are when you read too, you read like you knit sometimes, where you just want the comfort of it.
Agreed.
So you will read the same series over and over.
Yep. It's just like knitting stockinette in the round or making the same pattern. You're absolutely right. It's just like you sometimes you just need to do that. I will read the 3rd one again because that's usually what happens. And so I probably won't read something new until January. But it's okay because I like it and it's nice, and I read before bed, so it's just a way for me to decompress.
2 minutes, sometimes 2 minutes, sometimes a half an hour. You should read Times Convert.
Maybe I will.
And see, because somebody had asked
I read
about
it twice.
That. Oh, did you really?
Yeah,
I thought you only read it the one time.
No, I read it twice. It's just so different.
Yeah, it is. I enjoyed that one because I liked learning about Marcus and his past, and I loved going from the past to the future or past to the present,
and seeing the kids and what they're doing. You're right.
Yeah.
That's what I've been reading.
So we've done our podcast, which I don't know if we mention this often. We always put 5 podcasts in our show notes too. There, we rotate through ones that we constantly watch. I've been really bad about writing down new ones, so I have to, because I've been watching a bunch of new ones.
We have watched quite a few.
So I'll have to get back to writing those down because I've been bad at documenting that.
Yeah.
We watched Shang-Li and the Legend of the Ten Rings last night.
I liked it.
Super good movie.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
I liked it. I liked the culture that they kind of developed,
I loved... I don't remember where it took place, what country. I don't know if it said. But what I liked is it was... The choreographed fighting was beautiful.
Beautiful, like a dance. It was gorgeous.
It really was. It was...
beautiful job. Whoever did that did a beautiful job.
Yeah, the fight scenes... They were just done so incredibly well. And what else did we watch?
We did that, and then
we did like one episode of Lucifer we got in.
Oh, yeah.
We did Black Widow the other night, which is, again, so good. Oh, my gosh, the sister.
She's great. She's great. She makes the movie. She's great. So when good. She, like, does the whips her hair. It's so good.
I can't even
I know. I love it. We've been watching Hallmark movies.
Yes, guys. We watched them last night, and it was
so bad. Now, obviously, you know what you're getting with the Hallmark movie. It's always the same, and we're usually cool with the cheese factor, right? The more cheese, the better. Right. Great. We laugh at it. We look at each other and I'm like, really? Like, this is stupid. But we continue to watch it, right? Because it makes you feel good. The 2 that we watched, we started one last night. It was... atrocious.
I changed the channel and I went to
the channel. It was so bad. It wasn't even cheese. It was rotten cheese. It was horrible. And I don't remember the name of it.
I don't either, but we went to another one that has...
And it started great. I thought it was cute. I liked the actress. It was called...
she's from Days of Our Lives.
My Christmas Family Tree or something like that?
No, that was the second one. That was the third one. So yesterday we attempted one and we switched to the other one with the card. Remember?
The card.
Where they did the whole fake laugh and it wasn't there.
I didn't like that either.
Literally, they shot them laughing, but then they went back and voiced over
somebody else's laugh. It did not match. It was weird.
You could just see.
Yeah, it was totally weird.
And it has Alison Sweeney, who's from Days of Our Lives. right? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Something Horton. Her brother's Will Horton.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Which we watched him in an episode or a movie last week. So whatever. So we watched that one. Something Christmas Card. And then after that we watched...
No, it was Open Before Christmas or something?
Open Before Christmas. Something.
I don't know.
And then we watched the Family Tree one, which was cute until the end.
But the actress was cute. I liked her a lot. And I was like, oh, this is great.
Was
she was good. She seemed like she'd be a good actress. And she was young and like seemed like fun, you know?
No, I didn't mind it until the end. The end just threw me off. It was a stupid way. I said to Ray afterwards that it was so incredibly unbelievable that the week prior, we watched the one with Christopher Lloyd and Leah Thompson.
Right.
Which the concept of it to me was hilarious because you have Christopher Lloyd and Leah Thompson who are from Back to the Future. Mm-hmm. In this movie, the main character got in a train and went back in the past.
Yeah.
That was more believable to me than the end of that freaking movie that we watched last night.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed in the ending.
Well, it was weird because like it started out good and was like, oh, this is cool. Because it was much more dramatic. Like we watched previews of it while watching
the one before.
The one like the week before. You know where they usually do the previews like next week and blah 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 blah. And the preview of it is this woman who, you know, has a DNA test and it's like, we found your family. And then of course the family was like, oh, come stay with us for Christmas. Because that's usually how things work. And then it cuts to a scene of her on the phone hearing, we've made a mistake with your DNA results. And you're like, oh, that. So we said to each other like, ooh, that's like some drama for a Hallmark movie. And
going for the Oscar.
Yeah, they didn't quite make the Oscar.
Look at a razzle.
What's that?
I
love that.
The Razzle?
Yeah, is it a real
They're
thing?
like, I think it's called a Razzle. They're awards for being really bad.
Oh,
yeah.
That one,
or Razzie or something like that.
The singing, I don't know. I just didn't. It wasn't a thing for me. And we discovered a mistake with the film.
Oh God!
One of the love interest guy was putting on ice skates, and he took off his left shoe to put on the left ice skate, and then it cuts to so you see like them sitting next to each other, and you can see that he's obviously lifting up his left leg, took off his shoe and pulled on the ice skate, and then they zoomed in close to like where like we are, and then next thing you know you see his right knee pop up, and you're like, well, that's weird, it's not the correct knee. And then in the next scene you see his left knee up, and then when they zoom out again, his right skate is on, but his left shoe is still on. So and then he takes the left shoe off again to put the left skate on. And you're like, oh, you guys
it was a bunch
that?
It was like when Julia Roberts was eating the pancake in Pretty Woman.
I remember that.
Oh, a little fuzzy just flew in my face.
Oh.
And then other than that, I think the only other thing I've been watching is basketball. College basketball is back, so that's my favorite time of year. Mm-hmm. I get 5 months of it. So I got to watch some of the Duke and Kentucky game the other night, and then I watched some of the UConn game last night, watch a UConn game later on this afternoon, and yeah, I think that's it, guys.
I think that's it as well.
So,
had some fun, so join our Discord if you're interested.
Yep.
Or if you don't even know what Discord is and you want to take a look, just come on over and just look around. There's no pressure, you know.
Yeah. Was that your stomach?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, somebody needs to feed him.
I know.
I have to go grocery shopping after this and get lunch.
I know.
Yeah, so we will... I guess that's it. Yeah.
We'll be back in a fortnight.
All right, we will see you guys in a fortnight. So thank you so much for sticking around this long. And like, subscribe.
Go pee.
Do all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.